Well, y'all, welcome back. It is pouring again. I don't know how long this is gonna last because it's clear out that direction, but either way, we're gonna see if we can find ourselves a spot to camp. I picked up firewood, but I highly doubt we're gonna be able to use any of that tonight. We'll see. But yeah, let's get headed to a spot, hang out for a bit. All right, y'all, found a nice spot. As you can see, it stopped raining, which I'm kind of thankful for. It'd be nice to be able to hang outside tonight. So I think it's time to just get a fire going if we can, because the wood that I have looks to be pretty wet. Guess I have a few dry pieces in here. Of course, I'm out of fire starters. We'll make it work. See how liquid death box burns. Not very well. All right, I need paper towels. I used the rest of my homemade fire starters to start the pit on fire at my house, which you guys will see that video whenever I can get that dirt pushed in there, but I haven't made any more of those, and then I'm out of the coffee ones, so and I feel like we should be able to get her going. Alright, I've got a Olipop crisp apple. Our friend of ours, Kevin, was back from California for the last few days staying with us, and he bought this and he didn't drink it and he flew out today, so it's mine now. These are pretty good. And Olipop is like, it's got a lot less sugar, only 5 grams of sugar and 50 calories, and I think these taste really good. I've had these a few times before, but why don't I see what the forecast says about rain later. It's still kind of dark off that way. I think I'm actually going to be north of what the storms are tonight. Yeah, it says like 30% chance, but then 80% chance at 4 a.m. So thunderstorms, low overnight in the low 70s. It's only going to get down to 71 tonight. It's currently 76. So we'll see what happens with that. I'd like to, with what I'm cooking tonight, I'd like to be able to use the fire, but it's not necessary. We could do everything inside if we need to, but I'm just gonna enjoy this. I did bring my, what's the old bug thing, the thermocell. I think I need to pop that guy out. I think it's right here. If you guys aren't familiar with this, I bet this thing needs changed. These are, if you can see me, it uses this little bottle of, I don't know what it is actually, propane or something like that, 12-hour fuel cartridge. You screw that into the bottom here. You put this little thing in the top, which usually when they're done, they turn white, but that one has been in this thing for over a year at this point, I'm guessing. We're close to it, so we'll put a new one in, and it keeps the bugs away decently. It kind of depends on like the wind and the direction of the wind, but I try not to touch these things. I don't know if you're supposed to or not. Just shove it in there. Get rid of the old one. I can go in there, it's fine. Oop. And then it actually ignites. There's a little like flame or fire in here. So you look through this thing and you start it. And when it glows, my eyes work. It's glowing. And you just set it to on. And it starts like fuming. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that once it heats up. But I've got refills, so we should be good. And then I've got this little bug zapper light that was sent in a long time ago that I can run in here if we get bugs inside, because I'm a glutton for punishment and I like to leave my doors open. But that can just chill. Make sure that stays going. They also make these things, I think they're more marketed to hunters, where you like clip it on your belt. But I usually just set it down kind of next to me. The wind is going this way, so we'll see. I've probably let it get a little bit too dark to film out here. This camera doesn't like the low light, but I've been sitting here watching fireflies. I wish you guys could see them. Sun's starting to go down, the breeze is blowing. It's been beautiful. Although there's, even with the bug thing, there are a lot of little gnats out here. So I closed the door on the van, but hopefully it's not too full of them. It's turned into a beautiful night. I'm glad the rain has stayed away. Alright, y'all. The fire's died down and has just started sprinkling a little bit. Probably should have cooked earlier, but I was just enjoying sitting out there staring at the fire and the fireflies. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some dinner going. Hopefully it doesn't start raining too heavy. I'd like to be able to have my windows open. There's a little bit of thunder going. Alright, so tonight I'm going to make myself a fancy roast beef sandwich. And I picked this because on the last live, this horseradish was sent in. Engelhofer thick and creamy horseradish. And I can't tell you the last time I've had this. I know I tried it when I was a little kid. My dad ate this stuff. But I can't tell you, like, I've had it any time in recent memory that I don't know what it tastes like. But I guess it's supposed to be spicy or like have a strong flavor. So we'll give it a whirl. We've got some roast beef, smoked provolone, shredded lettuce, and I've got sun-dried tomato pesto, some roasted red bell peppers. I'll need to cut those up a little bit, and one red onion. And the only thing I really needed the fire for, or was I was going to use it for, was to toast the bun. I didn't plan to like cook the sandwich or anything, so we'll be able to do all this. We just won't have our toasted bun this evening. Let's just use this guy as our table tonight instead of setting that other one up. Alright. Chopping up the onion is going to be the worst part. I already put my knife away. It's probably enough, honestly. So we'll chop these up a little bit. Alright, we're going to spread some horseradish on there. And I really don't know what to expect out of this. Engelhofer. Ooh, that smells like it's spicy. Like not hot sauce spicy, but spicy in its own right. I don't want that all over my dang old pocket knife. We're going to go on the side. We're going to get a good layer of that on there. On both sides of this sandwich. Might be overdoing it. I don't even know. Yeah, that's got a like almost an eye-watering smell to it. It doesn't smell bad, but yeah, I don't even know how to explain that. That's a weird smell. Alright, provolone next, I guess. I don't know. Would you beef next? Fairly thick slices for being lunch meat. It's going to be a full sandwich. At least 2 pieces of cheese. Shablam, shablam. I think I'm just going to have to tear this guy apart. Otherwise, it's just never going to go together. All right. Sun-dried tomato pesto sauce. Never had this stuff either. Smells good. About these roasted red bell peppers next. Should have cut one of these up first. I think one's probably going to be good. That might take this knife. Go away, fly. Bell pepper. Bam, bam. We got onions. Ooh. It smells really good. I'm a little weary of this horseradish. And then a little bit of lettuce on top of there. And it's going to be messy. Like, there's no way this thing is going to stay together. But that's fine. Suppose you could have done this like a chopped sandwich too. Then it could have probably stayed together. Don't want to put that all on the floor. How's that look? What do you think? I think that looks like a great sandwich. And then to go with this, these were sent in on the last live also. Doritos Golden Sriracha, tangy and sweet. So we'll give these a whirl with it. Try that first. That's good. I don't really taste the sriracha. Is there a different sriracha sauce that isn't red that I've missed? I couldn't tell you. All right. Now we're gonna make a mess with this guy. That horseradish has a kick to it. Wow. Oh, it's going up my nose. Oh, holy crap. Yeah, it like took over my sinuses. Wow. That is spicy. It's not hot. Yeah, it's not hot like a hot sauce, but that is spicy. Wow. All up in my nose. It's a good sandwich though. I'll give it that. I wasn't really sure what to use the horseradish on. And people said, you know, I kind of looked online, and steak sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches. I guess some people put it on prime rib. I don't have the facilities to cook prime rib in here. I've never even done that on my own. You know, going over these videos, it's like surprising to me how much stuff that I've never actually made for myself. So that's why I try to do these different things. I've obviously had a roast beef sandwich before, but nothing like that. To drink, we've got ourselves a Sioux City cream soda made with cane sugar, caffeine free. So this is somewhat like a root beer. It's like a root beer float almost in your mouth. That's good. That's a good sandwich. I like that horseradish. It's a different flavor. Oh, just straight into my nose, like hits your head. That is wild. Probably could have done with a thinner layer just on one side. It is a bit overpowering on the sandwich, but it's good, and you get all these other flavors. I can definitely taste the... That's my phone. It's supposed to be a quack. I can definitely taste the bell peppers and the pesto on there, and the onions. Like, I can get all the individual flavors, but that horseradish just comes in and kicks you. I dig it. Does it say spicy? No. Thick and creamy horseradish with grated horseradish roots. Yeah, every bite, it's like into my nose. I mean, it is making me sweat a little bit, but it's not, it's just spicy. It's not hot. I want to try that on more stuff now. If you eat horseradish, what do you eat it on? And did I put too much on there? It is making me break a sweat though. That's wild. It's not like it's that hot in here, but yeah, I don't know if I've ever had anything like this before. It's making me sweat, but it's not hot. And like every bite, it's like the flavor, it's like it just rolls up the back of my head and then into my nose. It's such a weird kind of experience. I don't know. And it's got me sweating, but it's not hot. Like, my tongue isn't on fire. It's just like an overwhelming spice, but it's good. Yeah, it's like cleared out my sinuses. That is weird. Can you guys see? It is, I am just dripping from that stuff. That is maybe one of the weirdest things I've eaten. I'm guessing I tried it once when my dad had it, and I never had it again. But I can remember him asking me sometimes, like, "Oh, you want some horseradish on that?" Because he'd put it on something. It's wild. It was wild. I'd eat it again though in a heartbeat. I almost feel like you could put that on some kind of pizza. Like, yeah, that's wild. I almost want to eat another one. Like, I don't need to eat 2 sandwiches though. But I tell you what, if you've never tried horseradish, give it a whirl. Especially if you like hot sauces and spicy foods, or you know, if you like stuff with a lot of flavor. Go easier on it though. I think I could have definitely put about half of what I put on there and still got the flavor out of it. It just hits you really weird. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, if you can see the smile on my face, like, I don't know. That's a good food experience right there. I enjoyed that. Now I want to try it on prime rib. See if I can look it up with my 1 bar of 4G. It says it's a versatile sauce that can be used on a variety of dishes, commonly paired with beef, especially prime rib, and can be added to sandwiches, dips, and sausage for a spicy kick. It's also a great addition to seafood, particularly raw oysters and smoked fish, and can be used in a remoulade and cocktail sauce. Roast beef and steak are the most classic pairings, but pork chops, ham, venison, and other meats, seafood, smoked fish, raw oysters, and clams. It can be used in sauces for tuna, crab cakes, and other seafood dishes. Like, I don't know, it's just a wild flavor. Horseradish aioli, cocktail sauce, hummus, sandwiches and wraps, salads, deviled eggs. That would be good on deviled eggs for sure. Bloody Mary cocktail, sushi. Horseradish can be used in place of wasabi with sushi and on beets. I want to try that on some more stuff. I want to try it on a tater chip. It says can be used as a dip. I don't want to necessarily stick the chip in there though. The sandwich was tasty. I think, you know, the fixins are what make the sandwich, obviously. So the more fancy or different fixins you have, the better it's going to be. It just hits, boy. That is wild. But it's nothing like hot sauce. Thanks to whoever sent this. I wish I knew who it was off the top of my head. You just opened a new door for me with that, for sure. Wow. I'm going to try this on everything. I put that on everything. That's wild, dude. Yeah, it just hits you. But it's got a good flavor to it. All right. I gotta get my junk cleaned up here. I don't know if there's been a food that's like made me smile and kind of geek out so much. That's just such a weird sauce. So weird. All right. I'm gonna get cleaned up. Yeah, what a weird food. And I know there's a lot of you out there that have commented that you kind of like, you know, you're not able to travel and do this type of stuff anymore. because you're a little bit older, I guess. And I don't want to tell you about like trying new foods because you've probably tried a lot of different foods, but that's one great way to be adventurous, is to try different foods. You know, if you have the ability to go out to restaurants, that's actually coming down pretty hard. Try different things. Try new restaurants, you know, get yourself out of the norm. It's just, dang old fly. It's just as much of an adventure as it is to go out camping and spend the night in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like, and if you hate it, you hate it. You don't eat it again. Yeah. 2 nights in a row, I haven't been able to try my new fan out. It's actually coming around pretty good out there. Much to my wife's dismay, and maybe some of you, I think I'm gonna grow my hair out for a little while. Right before I started the channel, or started uploading regularly, I've had this YouTube channel since like 2007. My hair was down in the middle of my back, and then I broke my leg and it was hard to get in the shower, and I just chopped it off because it was like I was just getting tired of managing it. But I had hair like down to the middle of my back. I think I've showed it before. It's not the greatest. I don't know if you guys leave, you won't be able to see that. But my driver's license picture still has long hair. Yeah, it's like down to here, and it gets really curly and wavy. Anyways, off on a weird tangent there. That food, that horseradish, just has me like excited for some reason. I don't know. That's just weird. Alright. I'm probably gonna fall asleep to a movie. I stayed outside entirely too late. It was after 10 o'clock before I even came in here. I got Billy Madison on here. I'm gonna watch that, so I won't feel bad if I fall asleep through halfway. Cheers, y'all. Should have changed already. I suppose I can do that once I shut the camera off. I can barely even hear this over the rain. Oh, man. Who would have thought, man? Horseradish. Not me. Snooty Magazine Day. Veronica Bar. In your pants is cool. You can call me Miles Davis. And I love this movie. Ooh. Morning, y'all. It's getting hot in her. Trying to help, the sun's just beating right on me. Oh. But it stopped raining. It was dumping rain. It did that for quite a while last night. Oh. Get off me, fly. I didn't get that fly out of here. I gotta get the doors open. It's hot. Oh, that feels good. My fire pit is soaked. Oh man, that feels so nice. Got stuffy in here. I don't know what time the rain stopped, but I don't have any windows open. Oh man. I'm supposed to be back up into the 90s today. But it is what it is. It's just that time of the year. I should have brought some iced coffee because I don't feel like hot coffee this morning. Waking up hot like that. Pretty sure I still have some dang old Liquid Death. Of course I do. Make myself another sandwich for breakfast. I'm still amazed at the taste of that horseradish and what it did to my head. I've never had smelling salts, but somehow I feel like that rush has got to be somewhat similar. I don't know. Maybe that's something I need to try too. That's good. We got some sweet and salty nut bars. Who doesn't like a little bit of sweet and salty nut in the morning? The worst part this morning is going to be cleaning up my fire pit and the firewood totes soaking wet. Normally I've got the paper towels that I can wipe it off with, but we used all those last night. Yeah, a little bit of water for last night. You can tell I like that Liquid Death stuff. I guess that Olipop is in there. It's just so good. Well, I guess let's see if I've got a trash bag. I don't have anything great to wipe it off with unless I use a pair of old underwear. Yeah. I need 2 of these. Save my nice blue carpet from getting all muddy and gross. Not too shabby. Conditioning feels nice. Well, I think that's about it for this one. It was an enjoyable night, man. I don't know how many times I've said something about the horseradish at this point, but if you've never tried it and you're adventurous, give that thing a whirl. It's a wild ride. It sounds kind of silly, but man. And I don't know if they make different, like, I wouldn't say different flavors, but if there is truly like a hot horseradish or like a spicy horseradish and things like that, because if so, I've got to try all that stuff. But I've got something that I'm really excited about for the next video, so I hope you guys enjoy that one. But yeah, so hit the thumbs up if you thought it was a good video, and yeah, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.